We're,
Let's
we're
put
ready
it
to
out.
rumble. We need it. Um, so John, thanks for joining today. Appreciate you taking some time.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully we're cruising through whatever we got for tomorrow. I think I still owe you a couple sounds. Shalee reached out and I need to get some stuff up on it.
Yeah.
But I've had the pleasure of getting to work with you for the entirety of this project. It's always been fun getting the John perspective on stuff. The real grinder, just constantly putting in the hours to the end of the night and avoiding crash outs daily. Impressive, to be honest. And I just kind of want to hear a little bit about how you got involved with Bitrograde, maybe how you met Chris, and kind of what the journey was like for you at the beginning.
Okay. this is like this is like a weird jump with my career.
Hmm.
It's super weird and kind of surprising because my first two jobs doesn't relate to game development. It relates to customer service. Like I talk to people on
Hmm.
phone, they call me, I fix their stuff and all of those stuff. I fucking hate it. I hate I hate talking to people like 8 hours a day. Like that's just not my thing. Like right now,
Mm-hmm.
this is just me, like my extrovert shit, like
Right.
turned on right now. But my own habitat,
Mm-hmm.
silent. I am silent as shit. Like I ain't gonna talk to you, man. Like I'm here focused. So yeah, that's the thing with my current like my previous jobs, like customer service. And then after that, Lie, you know Lie, right? I'm friends with her. We've been friends like for a long time. And we have this thing where if she has a problem on her computer, she calls me and then I'll fix it. I'll go to their house. I fixes it.
Hmm.
So that thing kept going on and going on. Then out of nowhere, she asked me if do you know how to, do stuff in computer? Because I'm interested in hiring you.
Hmm.
So that's where it started. So Chris has this thing. It's an old system. I don't know. I believe it's called PDP. I don't know the full name of it, but it's like an abbreviation. Dude, I had a hard time. Like, I had a hard time fixing that because the goal for that project is the reason I was hired at the first place is to fix that, make the thing running. It's an
What
old
was it?
system. I don't know. It's like an inventory system for farmers, like people who sell stuff like vegetables and shit.
Okay.
I had a hard time doing that. It took a month, almost a month. Like I had no idea what I'm doing. And then suddenly I feel like Chris felt it that I was having a hard time.
Hmm.
So that's when he told me the word like, dude, I've been dreaming since I was a kid. I want to make like, you know, game development studio. I was like, hell yeah. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to make games. Like I don't have experience, but let's do it. Let's fuck around and find out. That's where it started. And it's like he gave me this timing, like or no, like I'd say yeah, like timing period of 6 weeks. He told me, let's make a game. If you if you were able to make a game under that time, under that, setup, we'll continue this. Dude, it was fucking nerve wracking. Those weeks, I was like, shit, if I didn't do this properly, I'm done. I don't have a job. I'm going back there in customer service and I don't want it to happen. I was like, dude, I need to learn this shit. Like raw dogging this, watching tutorials and shit, watching YouTube, talking to people in Discord, like game developers that I don't know them personally. Like, it's crazy. I mean, I was able to survive, man. Like here we are now, like almost 2 years in, we're developing this, and we're close to uh, pushing or uploading our first game, like actual game. But yeah, that's where it started. basically.
What a trial by fire. What an
Yeah, it definitely is. Like it pushed me to the max. Like, shit, I need the money. Like back then, actually, Chris interviewed me about this. Like he asked me, "What? Why do you want to do this?" I was like, "For real, man. I just need the money.
Mhm.
I need the money." But right now, it's different. Right now, it's honestly more than that. Like, it's my first time like caring for a job. It's my first time like being passionate about doing a job, like because before I was like doing those stuff like mind numbing tasks and call center office. It's not fun. I did not enjoy it, but this thing I was like, I fucking love this shit. It's stressful as hell, but man, I dig it. Definitely.
I love that. I love that so much, and I can definitely tell the passion you have for it. Just because, like every single week, just being I love that we get to meet on a weekly basis. I love seeing all the updates coming in. I think it's been really
Yeah.
cool to watch the team grow. To be honest, like I think from maybe a year ago to now, just watching the production week to week has like skyrocketed with what everybody's learned how to do, and we've added to the team and I think you've just been making cooler and cooler shit, to be honest. Like, I think the games have just been more fun, more playable. I love that you aren't the like you. I think you say the customer service piece about you don't want to sit there and talk to people all day, but I think it's more about you putting the mask on and trying to be like, okay, let me
Yeah,
your
that's
dumbass
yeah,
again with
that whole
this thing.
thing. Like,
And it's just if we let
yeah, it's
John take the reins on it, like you've kind of taken a hard pivot on one of the mini games or two when you just realize like this isn't going to be fun and playable. So instead of waiting around for next week, I went ahead, like you went ahead and just started making the new thing and had something to demo the following week.
yeah.
Just like I can tell that you're super passionate about this. I love being a part of the team where there's other people like that. Like I'm always a super passionate guy, but to see somebody like yourself that's like a little more reserved, a little quiet, and just like fired the fuck up to do this stuff is awesome. And yeah, I've always wanted to start making a video game when I was younger too, but I've never had the technical skills. I've always just been a people person. So I'll help mix some audio. I'll help
Yeah.
game. I'm a video editor, so I'll put some trailers together and help however I can serve the team. But uh, it's been a pleasure getting to work alongside you. I'm curious
Yeah.
what's kind of your background in video games? How old were you when you started playing game? Like, do you play video games? What are you kind of rocking with now?
Man, back then we are so poor. Like, don't have access to, consoles.
Hmm.
Mostly able to play games through my neighbors because they have the money to buy it. So I was just able to play games through them. But this whole game thing, I've been like fascinated about games since I was a kid. Like, like playing games.
Hmm.
Actually, when I like back then when I was like a teenager, I have this idea like, is there a way to have a job where you just play games? And it's crazy because what happened now is I'm not the one who's playing. I'm the one who's making it. So I don't know. Right now, I'm still like, yeah, I'm still flabbergasted that I have this job. But when I started heavily on gaming in 20s, because that's the only time when I was able to buy my own computer. 'Cause like before, man, we're so poor. Like we just have money to buy food. Like
Hmm.
my childhood is like going to school. When I get back home, me and my cousins will scour the village to get some junk and sell it to the junkyard.
Hmm.
That's our meta I was a kid. So no games.
That was meta
I
was
only
calling.
Yeah. The only time I was able to play games like when I was 20s, and
Can I ask how
that's
old
it.
you are now, John?
I'm 25 years old, but I'm yeah. I'll be 26 in September.
Nice.
As I said, like what I mostly played before is like I think I was able to bring this attitude in my job right now because
Hmm.
I mostly play MMORPGs,
Hmm.
and MMORPGs, they're fucking grindy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
when you play World of Warcraft, if you stop one day and you get back, you are already late by a week.
Yep.
That's why I stopped playing that game. I was like, man, this shit is grindy. Like
Yep.
I'd go back to RuneScape. Yeah. Also, RuneScape is the reason why I was able to buy my first computer. I was selling gold. Also, if you guys are watching this, that's illegal. That's against TOS. But man, I was doing that. Like I was selling gold. Like, I was farming gold, killing mobs, killing boss. I was good at it. And I sell gold. I sell gold towards those people who doesn't really want to play the game.
They didn't want to
What
grind.
the
They just
usual
wanted the fun
they
stuff.
they don't want to grind. But my customers are mostly the gamblers because
Mm.
in RuneScape there's gambling, and I sell, I sell gold towards those people because that's where the money goes, or that's where the money comes.
Mm.
So it's like I've been doing that for like 6 months, and I was able to save some money, bought my own computer.
Nice.
After that, I quit RuneScape, started playing AAA games. That's the only time I was able to play, like actually play games.
That is so
Like
wild.
earlier, that
You got your computer
yeah,
money by playing a computer game, and so
it's crazy. I was using my mom's laptop. It's an i3 with like Intel HD and shit. The whole thing was lagging. Also, the screen, it's cracked. I was playing MMO game while the screen is cracked. It's crazy. I was like enduring that shit. Like shit. I wanna save money to buy a computer. That's it.
wow.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
You have like
Like my
this
guild.
superhero video game origin story, bro. Oh my god. That is insane. You know, was something kind of related to that I recently found. I had no idea. I played RuneScape. I dabbled with it a little bit back in the day, but I was definitely a cat.
Yeah.
Like I never maxed anything out. I never had like the cool items that people talk about. I just had played it because some buddies had showed me, and I was interested for a
Mm,
couple weeks. I found out recently the like mass amount of money generated from that game is insane. Like I don't know when they shut it down. I don't know if it was after an attack in Venezuela, but it got
mm.
shut down in Venezuela with the gold transfer sales, and it like moved the needle on their GDP. Like their country's gross
Yeah.
income
Yes.
was affected
Dude,
by
if you watch their video, there's like a grandmother playing RuneScape, killing a boss who's much better than me. It was crazy, like Venezuelans like grinding that game, man.
well, and it is kind of, I almost wonder if that's a look into the future. Like, will we see people as AI progresses? And I hate to doomsday anything, but is there going to be more professional gamers or game grinding as a position? Like we see all the streamers and they play professionally, and that's one level. But the other piece is kind of like those grindy games. That's just,
Hmm.
wow, did you put in enough time so that there's value for somebody else to like buy those pixels from you, or especially in the gambling scene. And I used to dabble with, I think you're not supposed to do it, but on Counter Strike back in the day, you used to be able to put your skins in on online and just
Hmm.
kind of run through skins there. And I cannot imagine the millions of dollars pulled in arbitrage from some of those websites where they're just ripping people
Yeah.
off.
It's-
So give me a little bit more. What have you been playing in the last couple years now that you grinded the gold on RuneScape on your mom's laptop to buy your own computer? Did you then go to customer service, and then were you gaming during that, or kind of tell me where you're at in your career there?
yeah, like back then when I was in customer service, game is my escape. Like, yeah, when I when I started having money, I started buying games.
Mm.
That was my escape towards a fucking job. Yeah, right now I mostly play AAA games. People are gonna probably hate me, but I buy NBA 2K yearly. I don't know.
I don't.
It's a shit company, but it's just they are the 2K is the only. game company that produce a good basketball game in the market. So like I don't have a choice but to buy it yearly, although I hate it. I stopped playing Call of Duty because skins. It's like this is a military game.
Hmm.
Then you add Simpson. That's like, come on, man. But yeah, those are one of the reasons why I stopped playing Call of Duty. Other than online games, I play Assassin's Creed, the series. I stopped like when they did the RPG trilogy because I did not like it. 'Cause I'm tired playing RPG games. I just want to play like story rich games. That's the old meta of Ubisoft, but right now it's RPG
Mm.
heavy games. I think they're gonna remake Black Flag. I'll definitely buy that game. I finished that game on my mom's laptop. It was shit, but it's 30 FPS right now. I'll definitely play it with a higher, more FPS than that. But yeah, those games, uh, it molded me to have like an idea how a game would work. And mostly, its problems that gave me it. It molded me to see. Okay, I don't want that thing to happen on my game,
Mm.
on our product, and I'll prevent that happening this time. So yeah, those stuff that I experienced playing game, yeah, it helped a lot on the
I
development
think the
side, on the game design side.
and I can see it. Like I can see that in your work 100% is that like it's being designed by somebody that wants to play it, not designed by somebody that
Yeah,
just
I
it.
want it to be that way. Like even though I'm a developer right now, I try my best to put in a position where I'm the player. Like what, like how would I react if I play this game? Like would it be fun for me? Because that's the goal. If you don't like the game that you're developing, it's shit. You need to love the game that you're developing. You need to love playing it by yourself. And that's what I've been trying to, hit as much as possible. Make playable games that are fun, that the people can enjoy. Because it's not just a game. At the end of the day, you're making a product that people can play. On hindsight, you can help people by playing, by selling games because we people find content, right? We find our escape, and I feel like I can help people through that, their escape through video games.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And I can even think of like the first time we've made a couple different mini games. I remember when we first started the project, I was so confused what was going on. And like we were in like the first room, and you had done an excellent job of putting all the room pieces together and making stuff move around and using a keypad access to get to the next room. But then I feel like we just jumped it into warp drive and like, okay, now we're doing a carnival room, and every, month or so
Yeah.
or faster, we're cranking out a new mini game out of there. And like Spaceballs was fun, and we still need to go back, and I need to like maybe do some quality of life checks on some of the sounds in there to make them a little bit more, it fits with the whole vibe. I feel like it's a little tricky
Hmm.
to make sounds for something you don't know what it looks like, because then like I feel like that's been the tricky, and something we've learned really well as a team is like, well, who's dependent on who to make their thing to make sure it works. And I think sometimes it's just, what if we put something in, or I create something that fills the spot until we know more. And I think we've kind of
Hmm.
gone that route, and then gone and cleaned up. But you've done a really nice job with those. And I remember the first one that I sat and like kind of caught myself playing was when Slackback was on its like third or fourth rendition, when we had worked out some of the major kinks and bugs out of that. And I think I spent a good half hour, 45 minutes just trying to run up the bag on Slackback, and then realized like, dang, I was just having fun playing our game, and
Hmm.
uh, to me, that's where the success piece is. And you talk about it really well, is like people want that escape. And like, I think that's the coolest part of what we do, is instead of, oh, I made sure something worked on their computer, or, oh, like, it's not like we're just spinning the wheels and doing something artsy fartsy to make art. You're creating a space for people to have an escape. And I think that's
Yeah.
super cool. Like, I think that's a really, really neat perspective you have on that. And I think that like is clearly why you're so passionate about what you're doing. Do you remember like the first game you bought? Was it just like RuneScape after RuneScape, or what did you? What was your first one?
It's Ravenfield.
Mm,
It's like a battlefield in a nutshell.
okay.
It's us. That's the first game that I bought. It's like a shooter game, but you fight. It's a battlefield kind of game, but you play alone.
Mm.
You shoot NPCs. It's not online. Yeah, yeah. I think that's the first game on my library. But right now, there's tons. Like I keep buying games sometimes that I don't play. Like well, Spider-Man 2. I
Mm.
haven't finished it. I bought Hogwarts. So I just couldn't find the time right now to play this game. It's like I'm swamped.
Swamp
Uh
building games.
yeah. I'm swamped with like with tasks. Well, I couldn't even on weekends. I just couldn't fight the itch. It's like when you're fixing something and washing the dishes, and then you remember, oh, how to solve this. I'm gonna get back to work. That's yeah. That's been my thing. Like
Just been
the
a
last 2 years.
just task after task after task,
Yeah.
filling the thing in front of.
I do not hate it. Sometimes I do, but it's just part of the job.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, as I said, I hate this. I hate like fixing a bug. And I couldn't figure it out, but at the same time, I love it because it's a challenge. As I said, maybe I got the attitude back then when I was playing MMORPGs. So I
Mm.
feel like able to implement that. I guess playing games could help. When you're starting to make a games. Actually, when we're finding people, like especially MJ and Gab, when we're like there are other people that we interviewed as well. There's this important question that I always ask about them, like, do you play games? Because for me that's important. Because if you don't play games, you don't have idea what you will do.
Right.
I think that's an important part of being a game developer. Play games.
And
That's it.
keep up, like, and keep up with what's
Yeah.
in game world wise. Like, what would you say? Maybe if you had a list of three, would be like the most influential video games to you all time, and what, like, how do they impact your design?
Mm.
I know that one's a little bit of a deep one. I could have given you that question ahead of.
First and foremost, definitely RuneScape. That's gotta be my bread and butter. Like the quest system on that game. What I really, really like about the quest system on that game is you're a player, you are nothing. You are not the superhero on this world. You are just a mere adventurer talking to people, fixing their issues and stuff. That's it.
Mm.
You're just a you're just an adventurer. And the way they make this quest, I'm a quest type of guy. I'm not when I play games, I don't skip the dialogue. I read it. And that's what I appreciate a lot with RuneScape because it's not the way they make their quest is not pick one apple and give it to me. No. Pick the ingredients of apple, make it, or if you couldn't make it, if you don't have the level up and then make the food and give it to me. It's a horizontal progression. It's not it's not vertical where down and up. It's like horizontal where you can go to A to B, and if you're not eligible to go to B, you need to go to C and then go back to B.
Mm.
That's how I love that game.
It's less.
One of the reasons why I
You
love.
don't have to just go down the path. Like, there's options for you.
Yeah,
Kind of.
there's like prerequisites under prerequisites.
Mm.
Actually, there's like a quest that I hate on that game where it's the title is uh one small favor,
Mm.
but then the quest is 1 hour long. It's like, oh my god, it's such a annoying quest. But I needed the quest cape, so I finished it. Watch some tutorials. Yeah, fucking dig it. But aside from the MMORPGs, I really love Assassin's Creed.
Mm.
Uh, I love stealth games, like like Hitman. Actually, there will be a new one like 007. Yeah, I think there's a new game that will be released in a few weeks.
Nice.
But I do love stealth games like prancing and prowling on your enemy, like
Mm.
be methodical before you kill them. Probably morbid right now, but
No,
I like
I love
that. I
that.
like that way of playing. Even in playing in Counter Strike, I'm not an aggressive type of player. I mostly lurk, find the right spot, and kill them. That's why, yeah, I really love stealth games, like being hidden, looking at the enemies. That's the stuff that I love. That's why Assassin's Creed will be my second,
Mm.
and then third probably Counter Strike. It's the chess of FPS games. It's like I have a love or hate relationship on that game. I hate it because I'm ass playing that game, but at the same time I love it because I don't know. It just gives me this feeling that I wanna be good at it, even though I couldn't. I just want to keep playing that game, even though I don't have skins and stuff. I don't know. I couldn't explain. Maybe it's yeah,
It's just challenging enough to want to get better, but not too
yeah,
challenging that it's like Dark Soulsing you into oblivion.
yeah,
Maybe that's just how my brain
like that.
works, but that that's pretty incredible. And I do love the stealth piece, and that you'd rather, instead of just like the spray and pray and just run through and max guns and max health,
Yeah,
it's like juggernaut through everything or try and like cheese stuff. It's like you're looking for the creative, like fun way to make a storyline mission out of a single kill. I think that serves our team really well. And like, I think you have
yeah,
a lot of that thinking with you to all the little stuff we've done, even if it's just in mini game pieces right now. Um, those thoughts get translated into how the game gets played, and they've been fun to play. And now it's tricky to go and compare ourselves as an independent game company to like a Ubisoft, where there's hundreds of millions of dollars to put into 3D render software and have a team of hundreds of people. But I still think the sentiment is true about, if you're going to be part of the game design, you got to be a gamer. Clearly, you are
yeah.
a passionate, avid gamer. Um, what what have you found is like the most challenging throughout this whole project since the 6 week trial by fire? Like, what's been the biggest, like, John was ready for a real crash out in real life throughout this project?
I think that's the hardest thing, like doing the same thing over and over again. For example, mini game. You've been doing it for 3 weeks. You've seen the same UI, same characters, same functions, all of those stuff. Think like you're watching the same movie over and over again. But then you couldn't stop because you wanted to play. You want the game to be, playable, functional, and fun.
Mm.
Yeah, seeing the same thing over and over again. I think that's very common in development jobs, developing this thing for like 2 years, 3 years, 6 years. There are games were made like longer than that.
Oh yeah, I mean, not to compare ourselves to Rockstar, but look at GTA 6. Are
Yeah.
we past a decade yet? You know,
Yes. Yeah. Actually, the last GTA 5 was like 2012, right, or 2011.
it's been a
I
minute.
think.
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
I know that's constantly the meme of like, wow, we got like the files before we got GTA 6, so we,
Oh my god. Definitely. But yeah, like the GTA 5, I was only able to play that this year actually.
Mm,
I am super late on that game. I love the online mechanic, or like the online thing, because it works like an MMO
mm,
as well. Like you need to save your money by being a thief,
mm.
robbing the bank, making a cartel, selling guns. I love that idea. Although it's not for everyone, but yeah, I love it.
No,
Although it's
I feel
annoying
like a little
sometimes
bit
because
like the outlaw piece of the game, right?
yeah, I do like it. Oh, also Red Dead Redemption. I do love that game. it broke my heart. Like, okay, I don't want to spoil people, but when someone died, like I stopped playing the game. I didn't finish it for like I stopped playing it for 3 weeks. Yes, I need to move on first. When Arthur died, I was like, yeah. But then after 3 weeks, I played it. I played it again, and I was able to move on. But yeah, I don't know. It's like I was attached towards that character. Like the way they made it. It's like absolute fucking cinema, man.
Mm, I do love when a game makes you fall in love with a character, and then I don't know that I love when they take that person away, but I do know that exact heart wrenching feeling of like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? He was obviously supposed to be the guy that makes it through and makes everything right in the end for most of the storylines that are similar to that. And I do really, I always liked Red Dead. I thought that was, I enjoyed the open world aspect. I enjoy the like, you can kind of do things that you're not supposed to be doing in real life. And that's kind of to your point,
Hmm.
the escape. Like, am I going to play that and then go hop on a horse and like mug a bunch of people? No, I already got it out of my system playing the game.
Yeah.
But would I do it anyways? Also, no. Um, but I do love that. I'm kind of curious, where do you see Bitrograde in 5 years? Like if we're at the same pace we are, like look 5 years down the road, look into your orb, look into the future a little bit and tell us kind of what does it look like and what are we working on?
I see it in 5 years. It's gonna be a long, long battle
Mm,
because game development industry, it's a hit or miss.
mm,
But what I do want to happen in 5 years, like man, I want this thing to last. Like that's what I'm really scared of. Like if we start selling games and it did not sell,
mm.
are we gonna end this? Like that's what I'm mostly afraid of. That's what keeps me up awake at night. Like yeah, I want it to last more than 5 years, and I see it as like we probably have 3 to 4 IPs that is currently selling.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's how I see Bitrograde in 5 years. Like 3 to 4 games already in Steam or on different platform. Probably more people than what we currently have. Really have a hopefully we could have like an office thing. I don't know if that's possible, but yeah, sometimes I do want to meet you guys. So I do hope during that time we already met. So yeah, that's what I imagine Bitrograde in 5 years.
And I definitely am that
It's
happening.
gonna be a long battle.
It is, but I think anything worth doing is worth suffering through. And I think anything that is, worth the shit to play was probably that same headache that you've gone through, like think about all of the fun games that you talk about. I imagine there was a lot of pain, blood, sweat, and tears
Yeah,
in those. And I think even when it's like not the fun stuff of designing and telling the story, but doing the bug fixes, I can see it in your face in the meetings when you're like, finally figured this shit out. Took me a bunch of hours. It's this little thing. I'm glad I finally got that situated. But it's so I can see the like rewarding sigh of relief of like, okay, well, we got past that. And like the next problem will just be that much easier to tackle because you just have that much bigger of a tool belt. You can just keep
yeah.
adding to it. I'm going to switch gears a little bit. Let's talk about maybe some of the game testing you've done. And I know Chris is really big on playing it on a remote or playing it on Switch or playing it on separate things. How do you feel like the approach of testing it across platforms benefits the games?
I think right now it kind of confuses me a bit because we're testing on different platforms. However, like I'm starting to feel like Chris wants to focus on one device
Mm,
for now, which is Steam Deck. Well, testing it on Steam Deck, it's not that hard, but it's not that easy either. Like, because the thing is, when you make a build, you need to upload it on a web.
mm,
Then you need to go to desktop mode and Steam Deck. it's a whole shebang.
Mm-hmm.
But
Super
testing it,
intuitive.
yeah, there's like whole different steps. But when when you finish that steps, I mean, it's easy. It's just like the repetition of making a build, build one, build two, build three. I think that's the hard part of like, or like the repetitive part. But overall, I don't know. I'm kind of like in the 50-50 uh spectrum. I do I like testing it. I like testing it a lot on Steam Deck uh, currently because the Steam Deck is handheld, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But on Windows and Mac, especially Mac, oh my god, it, it's it's a headache sometimes
mm,
because it works differently than Windows. Because if you it's easy to test it on Linux and Windows and Steam Deck. But with Mac, there's this whole stuff that you need to get through as well. It's annoying, but well, we want to make the thing available on different platforms, you know.
mm-hmm.
So gotta endure it, gotta accept that whole way. But yeah,
Have to succumb to the peer pressure that is Apple. Um,
yeah,
and I'm imagining that's not just like a hey, we have the game. I'm gonna plug in this Apple plugin that makes it playable and just ship it. Like I'm assuming there's quite a few
yeah.
steps to make that playable and kinks and bugs to fix every single little thing that gets changed. Is it cool to? I haven't played it on a Steam Deck. Is it cool to have it on something handheld? Does it give it a little bit more of a retro feel?
Yeah, it's playable on Steam Deck. However, the UI is not currently aligned. That's what we've been currently fixing.
Mm,
But the whole room, Carnival room, it's playable. It plays smoothly on that device.
nice,
Definitely.
nice.
Like I think one of like to extend my answer to your towards your question. I think one of the challenging part is like making it controllable on different devices.
Mm.
Like Steam Deck, it needs to have control support. Windows, it needs to work with mouse and keyboard. With Mac, well, so yeah, it's like one of those challenging stuff I need to implement over and over again. But right now, I was able to get through it as I have this like universal script that allows me to control it on controller or console and Mac and Windows all at the same time.
Nice.
Yeah, so far it's getting easy.
Well, I can definitely see it's been a challenge, and I can't even fathom what that kind of challenge is like. That is not in my zone. I'm so grateful that we have you to figure those things out because we would be spinning our wheels if Zach was in charge of getting it multi-platform. And it's cool to see that it does function. I'm a Mac user, so I'm the shithead that gives John more work with making it Mac. But seeing it on console would be really neat, and just seeing it on PC has been cool while we share screens during our meetings. And I don't know, man. I just think it's come a long ways. I think it's really like it's starting to come alive a little bit. What are you like most excited for next? Um, generally with the company, like what do you think is the next thing that I'm going to ask the same question twice and just sound stupid, but what are you excited for next?
What I'm looking forward, because right now we mostly do functions, like functional stuff, features. I think what I want to add next is definitely the story. Because I'm a quest guy.
Right.
I love doing that. So yeah, that's what I've been waiting for like for a few years already, actually. Because I mean we have a draft of the story, we have quest, but it doesn't tell like the lore of the carnival yet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've been looking forward. Like, actually, I hope we could have like a writer already that could help Dan
Well, I
doing
know
that.
they've
But
been
yeah,
looking at some writers, and I think they're ready to pull the trigger. But
yeah,
I agree with you that I'm ready to hear more about like throw me into the lore, get me attached to this character.
hmm,
Are we gonna kill somebody off that's gonna like send me into a depressive spiral? I want that. Uh,
yeah.
well, if I had anything else to ask you, it would probably be what would you define as success just as far as this game goes, like where would you what things would have to happen and what would John have to feel like for this game to be a success?
That's actually a quite challenging question. I think I will call that we have a success launch, or like we have a successful product.
Mm,
Realistically, 1,000 players on the game. I think since we're small, I will call that. I'll probably cry if that happens. Like even 100 people bought the game. I was like, yeah, I would be fucking happy if like people play the game. Honestly, but yeah, 1,000 people. I think that's a start. Like it's if that happens, that will tell us like, okay, we can actually do this.
mm,
People can play our game. People enjoy it. We can actually make more. We can make it better.
mm.
That's what I think. That's how I.
I totally agree. And I'm excited because it sounds like they've been and the rest of the team's been kind of working on getting it ready for Steam launch and kind of prepping it for that. And I don't know if we have it wish listed yet. I think we're probably a little bit away from that
We
still.
actually, yeah, we actually need the wish list immediately, because that's what keeps our game on a, because Steam has algorithm,
Mhm.
and wish list affects that. If our game has a lot of wish list, they'll push it on top of the page.
Mm.
People are gonna see it. That's really important. Yeah.
So if you caught this video, John's begging you to throw our game in the wish list. We'll make sure we throw a
Please,
link.
guys, give us a wish list. It'll help us a lot.
Awesome. Well, I that kind of wraps it up for me. All the questions. I really appreciate you taking the time doing this, man. Sorry, like I really just get so much enjoyment out of learning who our team members are as people, and like it's been a really cool process over the last, I don't know, almost a year that I've been involved, and it's cool to see the whole team grow. I think we have a really fun team. Like I think everybody gets along pretty well for the most part. I think we have some people that, like, if we need to get stuff moving, they will let us know we need to get
Yeah,
it moving. But
definitely.
I think it's been a really great culture to be a part of, and it's been super fun. So hopefully we just get to keep doing some more of these. I appreciate you sharing the come up, the from the ground up stories, and I think that's awesome. Again, just total superhero origin of a game developer, bro. I love that.
Crazy. I had fun talking to you. 'Cause, like, I don't know. Like, I don't share a lot on people. Like, I
Mm.
mostly, even my parents doesn't know that I'm a game developer right now. But like, that's a different story. Like, but dude, do you know my room is in my mom's basement?
Mhm.
So we are literally making our game on my mom's basement. That's it.
The humble beginnings, dude. I love that.
Yeah.
That's the Bezos starting his bookstore out of his mom's garage right there. Oh,
Yes.
I love it. Well, awesome, dude. I am gonna wrap this one up here. I'm just gonna go ahead and close it real quick. But
Okay.
thank you again. We'll call this the end episode 3 here. Our developer John David Lau, the king, the man, the myth, the legend. And we'll see you guys on the next one.